Hi, my name is George. Welcome to backlinkbarter.com. Today's short video is on why backlinks. We'll go over backlinks simplified, types of backlinks, and why backlinks are so important. What is a backlink? A backlink is simply a hyperlink pointing toward your web page from a different web page or domain. Looking at the diagram, we can see here we have another site that has a backlink to your site. They are saying to their customers or visitors that they recommend the content on this site and recommend them to visit your site. Okay. Organic versus paid search engine placement. Organic placement is determined by search engine scoring based on value assigned to your domain and web pages. Paid placement is determined by pay-per-click advertisements. The price varies on popularity of a keyword used in customer search issues. Looking at the screenshot here of using painting reproductions, we can see organic free ends up below the advertisement. Basically what happens is these sites were indexed by Google. Google went out, checked them, scored them, and rated them accordingly based on their score to the position on the web page. The higher up on the web page, normally they would be the first ones being clicked on. And then when you look at the paid, is we're looking at ads. So you see the little ad on here, advertisement. They went out and basically did a pay-per-click based on keyword or keywords. So using painting reproductions, they bidded for a certain price for every time someone clicks on this. They're paying 10 cents, 50 cents, $1, depending upon the popularity of the keyword. Natural versus unnatural backlinks. Natural backlinks occur organically and normally link towards specific content or a website. Unnatural backlinks are paid backlinks where the main reason for placement is to improve search engine ranking. Looking at the diagram right here, just like we talked about a few minutes ago, a natural backlink is a backlink where a site provided based on content a link back to your site. An example of an unnatural backlink would be a reciprocal link, where reciprocal's definition is you do something for me, I do something for you. So when we look at this is unnatural. Why is it unnatural? Because it's unnatural for, if this site's recommending you, you turn around and recommend somebody right back. It's no different than I say something nice about you, I text you, you have to say something nice about me. Okay, we're going to go over natural and unnatural backlinks into a little more detail. Okay. Paid and unnatural backlink types. Okay, we have directories, paid links or lists, too many links from same domains, patterns, and blogs. Let's go into each one of these in a little bit more detail. Okay, let's discuss some other type of backlinks. Some of these backlinks you want to avoid altogether. Some of them you can't really avoid because they fall in naturally. You just want to avoid too many of them. As we discussed throughout this, it's all about quality, not about quantity. And it's about natural, no patterns. So when we take a look at it, we have your site here. Let's talk about the first one we touched base with earlier just for a couple seconds, called a reciprocal link. Okay, reciprocal link is very simple. You link to me, I link to you. Where's the pattern? Really simple pattern. The reason why it's a natural, think of it like this, is that I'll say something nice about you, but you have to say something nice about me. So every time I say something nice about you, I'm going to text you, and now you got to tell somebody something nice about me. That's unnatural. Okay, now a lot of companies will try and hide this, or a lot of backlink providers, they'll say, we go several tiers deep, so it goes like this. Okay, this is very easy for a web crawler to come in. A web crawler, of course, is how a search engine provider checks your site. There's my rendition of a spider. He's going to crawl up in here, and he's going to go out to here, go out to here, go out to here, go out to here, and see that this is a reciprocal link. Will he automatically penalize you? I can't tell you that because no one actually knows. They don't share this kind of information. But I can tell you this. If patterns arrive and they start seeing too many of these, again, it makes an unnatural pattern. It's not just you'll be penalized, but you may not be scored for the backlink. If they see too many of them, they may not index your site at all. So you want to be careful even of reciprocal linking. Okay, so the next one I want to talk about is any kind of paid. One of the things that all these have in common is they're paid linking. So paid linking, basically you're paying someone to provide you a backlink. So one of the we have sites out there. Example of, if you do a search, you can see them. $50 for 500 backlinks. Okay, I call those a directory site. Basically, you sign up for them, they plug you into a script. On a script, they have 500 links, and they just link you. They take every one of their sites in their directory that are all linked to here, and they add you in. Okay? And then they add you in here, and they add you in here. They add you in here. So they may have multiple directories on multiple pages that you're running this script. But as you can see, it only takes a second and you have a pattern starting to evolve. Because every link is linked to every site. And in the directory right there, every directory is linked together to every directory. Everything is going back to that. These sites are created for the sole intent to give your score a better ranking. But what happens is, again, as the crawler comes in, he comes in and sees that, goes out to his page, sees his directory page. Again, he may penalize you. He may not count any of these links. They may turn around and take your site off it altogether, so you're not even indexed. So you want to avoid anyone where you're buying 50, 100, 25, 20 links all at one time. These sites are built just for the sole intent to provide backlinks. These are low quality sites. Another example of these would be sites that are created with no content or no quality at all. They're just generic. They, in fact, if you read them, a lot of times they don't even make sense, and they have backlink, and they put a ton of links on these, and they link back to your site too. And when a web crawler comes out, so say this is one of those sites. This company owns 3 sites, so they're giving you 3 backlinks. So the company comes out here, they give you these 3 backlinks. Okay, when the web crawler comes in, he calls in, he sees poor content. These are always linked together. Sees a pattern, reciprocal link, sees poor content in each one. There's nothing on there. Because of that, these are low score sites. You may have a higher score. These aren't going to help you. You actually end up, I don't know if they'll really help them because they're doing the same thing on there. But it sees you're trying to do something unnatural. Again, no score. So you want to avoid those altogether. And then we're going to take a look at that. So we looked at directory. Now let's look at too many links. Okay, so let's say this is all one domain. It's all connected together. This is all test.gov or testseo.com. Okay, this is their domain. All 3 of these pages. So what they've done is, so they work on a bunch of different sites. They work on site A, site B, site C. Now site A is one of the sites, and he may have 4 pages hanging off of them, just like this site does. And this site does, A, B, and C. So at the bottom of your site, he did all the work for you. He did the SEO, and he says, well, it puts a link on the bottom, says SEO provided by testseo.com. That little thing on the bottom that links that back is a backlink to you. There's a backlink to him from your site. Okay, so it's basically he's taking all these pages and he's backlinking to his page from all the pages on the domains for the sites he's worked on. Okay, and what happens is the greed of this, like we've talked about, is it's quality, not quantity. So what happens is you start to see all these sites linking back to him. So you have one site with a couple hundred backlinks. Now, I've looked at these sites and I start to see them. Their score isn't very good at all for the amount of backlinks they have in. They're being penalized for having too many backlinks coming from too many of the same domain. You want to avoid that yourself. You don't want to have yours come in and your website right here, you're a friend with this site right here. You don't want your friend to do this. Backlink, do a ton of backlinks provided to your site or your page. Okay, because what happens is the search engine comes in and he sees that pattern. He says, okay, he's got 4 backlinks all coming from the same page. Okay, most of the time the same thing can be done with just the one backlink. So it doesn't need all these different backlinks coming to it, or one site's providing a ton of backlinks to all your pages. You need to mix it up. Okay, you want natural backlinks. You want backlinks that are coming from individual sites. Like here's a natural backlink. This could be a natural backlink. And let's say this one is linking to this one. Okay, it's backlinking to this one. That's natural right there. Now, if we close that off and we link to that one there, then we see the reciprocal pattern. So we want to avoid that. Okay, now the last one I want to touch base on real quick is the blog. Okay, the blog is a tough one. Is one of the things you want to do for a site, for your site. If you have a blog on here, you want to be careful. You write your blog. Okay, and members join your blog. All right, when they join your blog, if they post a link on there, if you allow links, you don't want to allow posters to post a ton of links that are unrelated to your content. Okay, because what will end up happening is, so they come in here and they write a comment and they post it back to their site. Okay, so they're trying to get a backlink off of your blog. Okay, by you allowing that with no content, if they have a low ranking site, they're not helping you. In fact, it can eventually hurt you if everybody's doing it. So that's one of the things you want to watch out for. So what you can do on your blogs is you can do no follow links. And we go over that in our videos. So what happens is that when you come out and you get checked, it sees these and it sees that they're no follow. It's not going to hurt you. Also, when these come in, they're going to go through and check, and he's going to go out that link and see it's a no follow. He's not going to give him any credit for it. That's the same thing like social media does. That's why if you go on social media and you go on somebody's page and you just put a ton of links, it's not going to help you at all because there are no follow links. Also, you want to avoid linking to yourself. You want to avoid linking to any site. Let's say this site has a blog, and their blog, same thing, with a ton of links. These links are garbage. Okay, they don't go anywhere. They're advertisements. They're all this stuff. They have nothing to do with the content of the blog. Okay, you do not want to backlink. You do not want to link to that site. You don't want to backlink from this site. Okay, even if your content is related, just avoid it. Because what happens is this site's going to come out and they're going to see all these, just like we talked about before. They're going to see all these and they're either put them as a no follow, give them no credit, or could possibly even penalize you. So they're going to penalize your link coming back. It's going to hurt your ranking. So avoid blogs with follow links unrelated to blog content with too many links in it altogether. Okay, now why are backlinks so important? Well, backlinks are so important because search engines put a heavy weight on natural backlinks because they're based primarily on reputation. These backlinks are showing that other sites recommend your content to their visitors. The sites linking to your pages can also be verified by search engines to determine if they are also reputable with high quality content. Backlink campaigns are expensive and time consuming. SEO companies know the value placed on backlinks and charge considerably to ensure the best backlinks are provided to their customers. Websites are more likely to use pay-per-click advertising, which allows appearance of higher ranking. This form of advertising does not improve overall organic placement, and when campaign is over, your ranking will not have changed. Smaller websites have a better conversion rate with targeted keywords. This means the customers finding you first with specific searches are more likely to purchase. SEO or search engine optimization can be about 90% completed by a novice with the correct access. Backlinks require more understanding to ensure that they help your score and you are not penalized for linking from unethical sites. Backlinks, when done correctly, can automatically improve your ranking. The correct use of backlinks can improve your score and the score of those you are linking to, which means that every time your site is crawled or checked by a search engine, the scores can improve. Okay, so backlinks simplified. A backlink is simply your reputation based on other sites. Now, a lot of SEO that goes into your scoring factor, about 90% of it can be done by you or someone who has access to your site. The 10% that carries the heaviest weight is the backlinks, which is normally not controlled by you. That's where a lot of people will reach out and spend money to buy backlinks because they know the importance of them. One of the things that backlinkbarter.com does is we figured out how to do this both ethically and affordably for sites, especially smaller sites, to help them grow and place a higher organic ranking. Now, the reason for the importance of the organic ranking, customers are more likely to click on an organically ranked site than they are an advertisement. And because they're a smaller site with a targeted keyword, they're more likely to purchase than clicking on a generic site. An example would be if someone wanted to buy shoes If you just if you just type in shoes, you're going to be hit with hundreds of thousands of different results, because everything from different types of shoes, different kinds of shoes, where you can find these shoes. But if you're specific in your search, example would be Northern Virginia red high heels leather. That's a very specific search. You're going to come back with fewer results and more targeted results. Normally, the person that's putting that kind of search into the engine search engine is actually very specific and looking to purchase something, as opposed to someone who just typed in shoes. So you really want to emphasize the fact that you want a high organic ranking, especially with targeted keywords, especially with smaller sites. We go over that more in our next videos. So I want to thank you for viewing. Please review our About Backlinkbarter.com video to see how we can make a huge difference in your organic ranking, both ethically and affordably. Thank you.